Yo, what's going on, everyone? What up, what up? It's your girl, Miss DJ Hoodie, also known as Audrey Alquenva, and you are listening to another White Run Podcast Live. What up? Hey, what's going on? The Free Heathen? What? Yeah, what's up, man? Thank you for coming through and being the first. Busy dude, man. Busy guy. What up? What up to everybody that is listening? And yo, let me see something. Kind of wanted to do somewhat of a, not even a mic check. Like, what is this? What is this, man? Because I had put let's see, I've been connected to YouTube. And then I had connected to Facebook. Let's see. The Free Heathen says, I know I try to make time when I can. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Been checking you out, painting along. Yes. Man, I wish I had the energy that you have. Yeah, I've been feeling good. Yeah, I've been feeling alright. Just a lot going on, you know, like just not enough hours in a day, you dig? So yeah, that's like the only thing that kind of fucks with me. But yo, I'm trying to make time, like yourself. I try to make time, and it seems like when I kick on the Y Run, when I kick on the mic, yeah, like this seems to be like the only time that I'm able to chill out, you know what I mean? So pride gets me through. I don't have none right now. I think I'm trying to find it. So I mean, it's all right. I mean, it's all right for the most part. You know, it's just, man, I'm just tired of people trying to fuck with my schedule, I guess, because, you know, there's like a lot of back and forth, you know, through emails, and then you try to get in on some conference calls on Zoom and, you know, all of that, and it's just like, man, like, why don't you just say it? Like, you know, tell me if I'm in or not, you know, like, don't try to drag this on, you know. Yeah, I appreciate you being here. That's what's up. Yeah, just a little of your time, as busy as you are. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Do you know how rare that is? I follow 1,400 streams and I'm a designer. Busy. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And your work, your setup, and not just the numbers, right? Like, not, I mean, I'm always telling people, like, hey man, like, yeah, like, numbers are cool and everything, but it's what you're actually doing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and when I see your setup, when I see you work, like, yeah, it really does inspire a whole bunch of us. So yeah, thanks a lot for that. Like, you make us all, like, want to do better, like, do more, experiment more, to not be afraid of using, like, you know, new techniques, new mediums, you know, different ways of designing, like, all of that. Hell yeah. Yeah, that's why I like going in on your streams. I know I don't say much in there because everybody's talking at once and I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about most of the time. But yeah, I do go in there with when I'm able to do art and just paint along and, you know, create along with you guys. So that's dope as shit. So thank you so much. You know what I mean? That's what's up. Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by. I know you're busy. I know you came to say what's up. Yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you. Yes. The famous, the Free Heathen. Yes. That's what's up. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and drop your information once this episode drops on the Twitch and on the YouTube and on the Facebook. Yeah, I'll drop links, that way you guys can check out his works. One of the best. Yes. All right, so let's see. I don't even know where I don't even know. Let's see. Cause I'm technically like new to this. Let's see. I don't even know if I'm streaming on Facebook right now. Let's see. Discard and exit. I don't know. See, I don't have time to be messing with this right now. You know what I mean? Okay. Let's see. Shout out to anybody that's listening. If anyone's listening on Facebook. I don't know. I'm still figuring out this platform. All right. Okay, so of course, you guys know that we kick it on Twitter, which we now call Twitter X. And yeah, a bunch of, oh my god, I swear to god, I feel like, okay, wait. Maybe I should ask, does anybody know why they changed it from Twitter to, was it Twitter X or Twitter, or just X, right? I'm kind of wondering that. Because, oh my gosh, don't tell me it changed. It did. Oh no. Oh my god, I just messed up my whole setup. Okay, well, you know what? We're still gonna see what's up with this shit. All right. But I feel like Twitter, they changed to not just Twitter X, but just X, right? I feel like they did that shit because there's a lot more things that are becoming more explicit. They're becoming more like goric, you know? I mean, it's just a whole bunch of shit. And I know I've said this before that oh, I did. Oh, I lost that. Or actually, no, I didn't. Okay. Hold on, let me get rid of that and let me get back to putting this at the regular. Yo, I almost lost it, you dig? Okay. But all right, so you guys know that I do have like sick pleasures, right? And I'm pretty sure some of you guys do. You guys just don't want to say it. But let me tell you, my guilty pleasures on lately it's been on TikTok, and I think it's because they're watching my, like, what I'm watching on Twitter X, right? And that is like pimple popping. I don't know why I love watching like pimples being popped and like them pulling out like the blackheads, or like they're pulling out parasites or something. Like I really, for some sick reason, right? I really enjoy those kinds of videos. I know. But what I've been watching for the past 2 nights is ear cleaning. Right? And let me tell you, I think that I just might be, okay, I am losing my hearing. Like I can't really hear very well out of my left ear. But I've been watching enough ear cleaning videos, right, where they go in with the tweezers and then they're pulling out like huge balls of wax, and it is so satisfying. I don't know what it is. Like I'm just like, oh my god, like yeah, get in there and snag it. Like I just get super excited. I get super excited, and I'm like, shit, man, like this is dope, you know. But I would rather have huge balls of earwax in my ear than to, you know, than have it be like a fucking parasite eating at my fucking eardrums, you dig? So yeah, I've just been like into watching those. But it's not just that though, but like on Twitter X, like I've been seeing a lot of people breaking their legs, they're breaking their ankles, and I'm talking like they're dangling, like their foot is dangling. It's insane. I was like, holy shit, are you fucking kidding me? But you know, they're hurting themselves by like jumping off on skateboards, bicycles, like I just watched this one where a dude picked up a chick and like threw her on the ground and she ended up breaking her neck. So I don't, typically when you break your neck, you're gone. You know what I'm saying? Like you're no longer living. And it's like, dude, did I just witness somebody dying? Like somebody killing somebody? So, Rob and I, we always go over like those types of things, right? Like we're beginning to not be as sensitive, but yet there's motherfuckers that are getting sensitive over words and shit, right? But this is something like completely, it's wild. But anyhow, in today's episode, we're gonna get into not just what's on my Twitter X, right? But we're gonna be getting into 9 tips to ease your anxiety when getting into dating. Okay, and I don't know how helpful this is gonna be. Okay, I just don't, because you guys know me a lot of the time to disagree on a lot of shit. Okay, like whether it be on social media, whether it be like a blog or like an article or like videos, like, because I'm always looking at something bigger. And I know the whole idea of like a 10-second video or like just a weenie ass article, I know it's supposed to be suggested, right? Like they're just little teeny tiny suggestions, but for me, I break it down. Like I break it down to nuts and bolts, and scenarios, perspectives, all of that. So without further ado, let's get in on the Twitter X. Oh my god, OMG. Okay, so check this. And if you guys are if you guys listened or read the title, like, damn, you still ain't over twerking, I don't understand this, yo. I just, to me, it's super fucking pointless. Hold on, let me get my shit together. All right, let me move this. Okay, so yeah, oh my gosh, look at this shit. I swear, like, people are on some daredevil shit, and it's like, for what? I just don't get it. The only thing that I can think of is that these females, they think they're big and bad, like twerking and shit, because they got the leg, they got the body, I don't know. I just think this shit is so fucking, it's just stupid. Because when if somebody gets hurt? And these are the people that just aren't, man, like they're still fucking with their lives, man. I don't know, I just don't get it. Like twerking, like that shit is just over with. But yo, let's go into the next video. And the majority of these clips are, well, at least the first couple. Okay, this one, I don't know. This is like an all-white party somewhere. I can't. You see this bitch? Oh my god. And this guy, and you know what? I was reading the comments, and everybody was like, man, like, no kids for you, kind of shit. But I think motherfuckers would prefer it that way. You know what I'm saying? Because these motherfuckers, they don't give a fuck. This is just so... Yeah, and okay, everything that I say is just my opinion. It's just my opinion. I can't. This is some... I don't know. It's crazy how people just be applauding this shit. I don't know. I just don't think it's... I don't know. I don't like saying do what you do. You know what I mean? Now, this was some disrespectful shit. Somebody put a stripper pole in the grandmother's house. The audacity. I don't know, man. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, people just think that they can do whatever the fuck they want to do in other people's houses. Thinking that you're not gonna fucking, like, no one's gonna do shit about it. I don't know. That's just me, man. Like, this shit is a fucking joke. Man, that shit bolted to the ceiling and everything, down to the fucking floor. Man, you know what? I would call a fucking contractor. Like, this shit is funny. Oh my god. Yeah, look at you looking dumb as fuck. Having to take that shit down. Yeah, you better fucking take it down. Stripper in the making, man. Man, like, that's your way up. That's your way up. Okay, this shit was fucking stupid. This bitch twerking to another dude and her dude coming through the door and he's like, what the fuck you doing? And the bitch wanna run away. That's all these motherfuckers do, man. They do shit like this and then they run away. And what pisses me off even more is that they get away with nothing done to them. Fuck, man. I don't know. This is so fucking trashy, yo. This, again, my opinion. Man, like, these people in whole ass relationships and they doing this shit just, like, for attention of, like, their followers on Instagram or TikTok or whatever, you know, just to other people in public, like this situation. Like, all that ass is not for her dude. It's for everybody else. These motherfuckers don't get the fucking picture. No respect. And allow your ass to be recorded, knowing that this shit is gonna go everywhere. Everything caught on camera. Stupid bitch. Oh my god. Yo, and we will judge and we will criticize. It's out on the internet for us to do so. Check this. Woman gives armed robber blowjob to distract him until police arrive. Yo, man. I mean, okay, let me tell you. If a motherfucker's threatening your life, you know what I'm saying? Yo, do whatever you feels comfortable. If a lot of people's lives are at stake, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Can't really be mad at that. I was gonna go into the comments, but I thought, like, in other things that I have reacted to, there was a lot of things that I did not agree with. So to spare myself of getting pissed, yeah, moving on. Yeah. Okay. Oh, this shit was disgusting. Check this. It's like a bakery. See, all that is dough. And there's flies everywhere. Oh my god, did you see that? Oh my god, yo, there's like flies on that motherfucker that he trapped in there. Man, they need like a fucking, what do they call those people? I forgot what but they check like restaurants and shit. Yeah, no the fuck way would I be eating anything out from that place, ordering anything. Oh my god, see that? Oh my gosh. And they had like videos like this, like street food in like other countries and stuff. And yeah, they have like flies like just like this, and they're like landing on the food that people are actually like you know, like the street carts and all of that. Man, that's so wrong. I don't know. I don't even think a net would help. Like, you need to move your cart somewhere else and throw away all of that food, because all of that's contaminated, bro. All of that shit is contaminated. You need to wash all of the equipment that you use, like the mixers and the tables and like all of that shit, the bowls, everything. Like, you gotta scrub walls, scrub the ceiling, the floor, you know, tiles. Man, the baking sheets, the machinery. You know, you need to wash yourself. Because they landing on you, bro. They're landing on your arms and your hands. And your face and your clothes and your apron. Man, and look, motherfucker got flip-flops on. I don't know. I'm not trying to disrespect other countries and shit like that. But, man, like, people get sick off of that. And then they go sue your ass. Oh, my gosh. No. No. Alright, next clip. Oh, I thought this shit was crazy. Yo, check this. So, there's an old couple right there on the bottom right. Motherfucker is trying to run away, and the old dude stops the thief from getting away. He trips him. But in doing so, yo, motherfucker just went down. Oh, poor thing. I hope he didn't break his leg, or his hip. But yo, he's out, dude. Dude's a hero. Dude is a hero. Look like he may have like twisted his knee right there, and then on one leg, and then the other leg. Oh, poor thing. But he's a hero, man. Big ups to old dude. Oh my gosh. And I know his wife is like, yo, why did you have to do that? You should have just let the dude go. You know, and it kind of does, what was it? Rob was talking about how like people are starting to like step up to people that are trying to get away with shit by stealing and, you know, all of that. But there's like a limit to how much the person steals before cops get involved. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, all that's fucking bullshit, man. But dude's a hero. Big ups to that dude. I hope he's okay. Shit. Next clip. I thought this was super cute. Okay. And I am not gonna pick on their size, okay? I thought that was super cute. Like she's supposed to be like capturing their beautiful moment of being proposed to, and the camera lady falls. That would have been me. That would have been me, yo. You're trying to capture everything and then you just end up tumbling and fumbling. I thought this was super cute. I love it. Oh, I love this. Yo, she's still trying, man. She's still trying to get the moment. Oh, dear. One more time. Oh, no. That would have been me. I love that. It's super cute, super sweet. Alright, last clip. Last clip. Now, if you're in a vehicle, this is quite clever, right? It's like, what do they call it? Like the pallet jack, but it's for your car, all four tires. And I was reading the comments, right? And somebody has said, like, a new clever way to jack somebody's car. You know, you just hitch it up to another car and you just pull it away. And, yeah, the alarm wouldn't even go off because it's almost like you're changing a tire. You know, you lift the car up. Yeah, this is a very, very clever idea, right? But I don't think the wheels swivel. Or no, the pallet jack does that. Do you guys see that? Replay. Oh yeah, you can swivel the front of the car. Okay. Yeah, a new way for carjackers. Oof. Yeah, pretty clever, but it's also clever for people that are carjacking. And again, don't forget that all of these links, right? All of these links, they're going to be in the description when this podcast drops. So be sure to check us out on YouTube, youtube.com/Miss DJ Hoodie. All right. And yeah. Now, let's get into the initial topic of this episode now. Okay. So, of course, I was reading. Oh my gosh, I can't do this. Just a second. Hold, please. Okay, there we go. So, oh my gosh, these ads are fucking crazy stupid. Alright. So, alright, I came across an article, right? And the article says, and again, I'm going to have links to all of the videos and including this article. But this article says, Finding Love Without Stress, 9 Tips to Ease Early Dating Anxiety. Right? And, you know, people get, people start to have self-doubt and anxiety, you know, when they feel like they got a bond with somebody, like it just like freaks them out, right? And so they came up with, and let me tell you, all right. So this article was written by, like a dating coach, and then she reached out to, her Instagram followers and, all of that. And there's actually an article that she's written that I want to go into, but it'll probably be in the next episode. And the article says, are you sabotaging your love life? 7 bad dating habits to ditch for a healthy relationship. So I'm kind of wondering if these kind of like says the same thing, but just in 2 different articles, because that's usually like how these articles are written, right? So let's see. Let's get into the first one. All right. Number 1 of these 9 dating tips is be aware of your negative thought patterns. Okay, and it says if your mind is spiraling because maybe they didn't text you back right away like how they normally do, maybe you're worried that they're gonna ghost you or something like that, but basically this short little passage says that, hey, it's totally normal if your brain does this. Doesn't mean that you have to act on these thoughts. That's where I'm kind of like, huh? What are you talking about? How do you act on these negative thoughts? Is it like, okay, do I ghost them back because they ghosted me first? Because that's the only thing that kind of makes sense to me. Like if they delayed messaging you back right away, maybe it will make you turn around and be like, okay, well, since you didn't message me back right away, or it took you like an hour to message me back, I'm gonna take an hour to message you back. Because people have that mentality, you know what I'm saying? Like people tend to think this way, and I don't agree with it. I think it's like that's a form of playing games. So I mean, I guess I'm just giving you guys something to think about, because this doesn't, to me, it doesn't fully explain like the response, other than, oh, it's totally normal for your brain to think this way. And it's like, what? Unless, let's read the title again. Be aware of your negative thought patterns. So what, just be aware? I don't know. I need more to go on. Okay, number 2 of the 9 tips is interrupt negative thought patterns. Okay, and they suggest, or she suggests, writing it down on a notepad and then move on. No bullshit. That's what the passage says. It says run errands, make plans with a friend, go work out, do some chores, focus on work. And it says the more often you successfully interrupt negative thought loops, the less they'll affect you. In my opinion, it's affecting you. No matter how much you run errands, no matter how many hours you spend working out, it's affecting you still. Because after you do all of these things, right? And, like, this is supposed to ease you into a not just relationships, but into dating. I'm not understanding this, and I'm not trying to, say that she's not the expert or anything like that. It's just that to me, it's like, okay, you're trying to help people ease into dating. And you're suggesting, okay, interrupt negative thought patterns. Why can't it just be communicating with that person? And I believe in one of the passages she's gonna suggest that, but I just don't think it kind of sounds like if you're waiting for a text back, or if you're waiting for them to be, like how they feel about you to be expressed to you, it's like interrupt those negative thoughts with all of these other things, but it's still gonna bother you. Like, it's not really helping anything. It's just to do these things in past time. And maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just that I'm not a patient person. And for me, like, I wouldn't even, like, you do these things anyway. It's almost like you're keeping yourself distracted. But, like, you gotta run these errands anyway. Like, you already do work out anyway. You gotta do chores and focus on work anyway. How is this really gonna help? Like, you're still, it's like you're hurting yourself almost. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just me. Okay, let's move on to number 3. 3 out of the 9 tips: show yourself compassion. Basically, don't get mad at yourself for having anxiety, and this is her saying this, okay? This isn't me. And it says, recognize that it's a way your brain is trying to protect you. Remind yourself of this when you start to get upset. That's it. That's the tip. Obviously, I don't agree with these especially this 3-sentence passage. Of course, yeah, don't get mad at yourself. I wouldn't say for having anxiety, unless you feel like your anxiety kind of like gets in the way. But this is where I feel like I would have to stop you and be like, hey, if you're having anxiety, clearly you're not ready for dating. Like, you're not ready for a relationship. Now let's type it back to number 2. It says, to pretty much distract yourself, make plans with friends. I think making plans with friends, right, is something that you probably should do a lot more before you even consider dating, because there's a lot of people that get like social anxiety, and it's just to, like, to hang out. There's like no rules or no laws. Just being friends. Like, you're just going to a place, to hang out, grab coffee, grab something to eat, maybe shoot pool, maybe go see a movie, maybe work out at the gym together, just to kind of loosen yourself up, you know what I'm saying? That way, when you do feel like, you know what, I do feel like I can like date, and see, that's like another thing. If there is somebody that is considering dating you, yeah, I think you should make it apparent and be like, yo, I get social anxiety, I'm not sure I'm ready to date, but we can hang out as friends. Don't expect anything to happen, because if I feel uncomfortable, I am going to leave, you know what I'm saying? Like, and if they're into you, if they respect you, then they'll respect everything that you're saying, they'll respect your wishes. So I think that's giving yourself compassion, is that having that understanding with yourself, not so much as you just plain being mad because you have anxiety. Some people can't fucking help it. That's almost in let me tell you, I feel like the person that wrote this, they don't understand anxiety. You know what I'm saying? Like being mad at yourself for having anxiety, I don't think people feel that way when they have anxiety, like real anxiety, real depression. I don't think they get angry with themselves in this way that this is written, but we're just speculating, we're just talking about it. So let's go into number 4 of the 9 tips, which is focus on the facts. And she suggests, when you feel out of control, zoom out and focus on reality. And she suggests that you ask yourself these questions: what are they actually doing / what have they done? Are you creating problems that don't exist yet? Or is this actually a problem now? And in parentheses, she says, usually it's not. Focus on the facts, not the what ifs. She kind of has a point, but I don't think it's enough, because it's like people are asking the question of what are these 9 tips, and you're answering their questions with a question or questions, right? Like, what are they actually doing? What have they have done? Like, see right there. Okay, I've had anxiety in the past. That specific question, what are they actually doing / what have they done, would automatically give me anxiety, because that's kind of what I want to know myself. But you're asking, like, I'm asking you and you're asking me, and it's like, holy shit. Like, I'm asking a professional, and a professional doesn't know because a professional is asking me. And are you creating problems that don't exist yet? That's a very important question. And a lot of people, even myself, I feel like I do this, but I ask myself these questions to make sure if I'm able to move forward with whatever it is that I'm asking or not. Hold on just a second. Okay, we are back. I had to cough, and I might need to cough again. Hold on. Okay, that was annoying. Okay, so let me see. I think a lot of us do this in all aspects. I don't think it's just like dating, but to create. Okay, let's create problems in dating, right? Okay, so I would suspect that a problem would be, like, who's gonna pay for the check. You know what I'm saying? Yo, are we meeting there, or are you picking me up? I prefer us meet there, because there's gonna be no pressure of, hey, come to my place. Yeah, that would kind of be that, but okay. Focus on the facts. The fact is again, you're being true to yourself. You know, you're taking a chance of just hanging out and visiting. You know, because that's what I would tell myself. Like, you know, before going on a date, I would tell myself like, yo, we're just grabbing a bite to eat. You know, we're just gonna have a cup of coffee. You know, nothing's gonna happen. Like, we're just, you know, meeting up, you know, to say hello, to visit, coffee, you know, just kind of fill each other out. And, you know, if you feel like that's all you can handle, then I would say stick with that. You know, I would say don't jump into anything, even if it's just as innocent as going to Target, or just as innocent as, you know, whatever, like going to the library. Like, I feel like that would be kind of like pushing it a little bit, especially if you're trying to ease into this. But that's the facts, okay? Is that you both had an agreement to just meet at Starbucks, and you only have an hour to chill, you know, and you gotta let that be known. Say, you know what, you know, I can agree to coffee at Starbucks at a public place. We are not gonna sit in my car. I'm not gonna sit in your car. You know, we're gonna meet inside. We're gonna chill. You know, I only have an hour to chill. You know, respect that. You know, that is the fact, right? And okay, let's go back to the question. Are you creating problems that don't exist yet? What is the problem? There's going to be no problem if you made it clear that this is all what you plan to do, and that's all that's going to happen. You know, and I think another thing that you probably should consider also is physical contact. You know, are you okay with hugging this person? When if they open up their arms and you're just like no, I don't want to, you know? And I think that should be okay to discuss if you guys are friends, right? Like, yo, I'm better with a handshake than I am with hugging. You know, like, don't expect to kiss me and don't expect me to kiss you. You know, I think those things are appropriate to be discussed, and it is being more upfront. You know, you're being honest and you're being true to yourself, and I think that is you focusing on the facts that you need to be comfortable and you need to be okay with meeting with this person 100%, and you are in control of this entire thing, because it says in the beginning of number 4, which is focus on the facts, when you feel out of control in your early dating situation, right? And it says zoom out and focus on reality. That is your reality. Don't forget that. Okay, number 5 of the 9 tips is assess the situation. And it says sometimes in early dating, anxiety is triggered by a lack of information, like not knowing where you stand with someone after dating for a few weeks. It's worth assessing the real problem or issue, if there is one, to see if action needs to be taken. If yes, make a plan to resolve it. Yeah. Let me say this right now. Some people get iffy about, like, you know, their previous marital status, like, were they married? Are you divorced? You know, tell me about the situation with your children, you know, this co-parenting thing. You know, sometimes even like money issues, you know what I'm saying? Like, because those are the main things that are important to you, right? And I agree with this little passage that, yo, if things are starting to get serious, right? I think it is important to know these things. Now, if you guys are just dating, I would say, like, yo, are you straight up talking to other people? Like, what are you looking for? And I've always said this in previous episodes, like, yo, like, you got to know what you're looking for. If you're looking to just fuck around, okay, you know what? There's a lot of people that are down to fuck around, right? So you will find someone right, to fuck around with. But if you're like, oh, I'm just into dating, I go on, a couple dates or whatever. If it's like a sexual arrangement, like, you got to know what you want. Okay. And first of all, another thing is, be safe when you're doing it. Okay. I would say go get checked, get an STD test, make sure that you're good, before and after. And it would be a good idea if you guys were getting serious, that you guys go and get checked together. Okay. Because motherfuckers, they just fuck around and they don't even give a fuck what they got, right? So yeah, it says anxiety is triggered by a lack of information, like not knowing where you stand with someone. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I would say be blunt with that person and be like, yo, I'm interested in dating, but I want long term. And watch them react. Like, if they kind of make it sound like, oh, well, I don't know what I want yet, or I just want to date around yet, you got to keep that in mind, that this is a person that you probably should not fall for. If you're down with dating, just going out and having dinners, a movie or something like that, that you got to realize that that's all it might end up to be. Now, if you start feeling like you're having a lot more feelings for them, like you see yourself settling down with this person, or like having a family, or like moving in together, I think that's where you need to have that self-discipline and to protect yourself. And you just got to be like, you know what? I'm falling for you. You don't want what I want. And, it's been fun. We can still hang out. But, right now I feel like it's not the best thing for me. You know what I mean? So, I think that plays a part in assess the situation. And make a plan to resolve it for yourself, because if the person is not 100% with you, then that is something that you may need to handle by yourself, and be cool with it. Just you asked, and don't be one of those people like, oh, I shouldn't have asked because I asked, because I really wanted to know, I got an answer that I'm not ready for. I got an answer that I didn't like, and I'm just gonna bend my truth to myself, and I'm gonna make it acceptable for him because he's cute, he's handsome, he's everything that I want, except for that part, right? But you gotta realize that he is not on your level, not yet. And I would say, handle it before your feelings go in too deep on a person like that don't even know what the fuck he wants. All right, so number 6 of the 9 tips is give yourself reassurance. Many times we want reassurance and affirmation from external sources, like who we're dating, when we have the ability to give it to ourselves. Tell yourself anything will be okay, that it will work out, and don't forget that you always have you. Didn't I just say all that? All right, moving on to number 7 of the 7 tips the 9 tips is pause. That's it. When you feel like you're in a highly activated, anxious state, practice the pause. Take a breath. Don't act or do anything when you're in the state of mind. Tell yourself you will handle it when you're more clear-headed. I think it's very hard for anxious people to reach a pause. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, and I'm not saying all of the time, but when you tell an anxious person to pause, that's when I feel like they spiral out of control because they don't know how to pause. You know, sometimes they don't realize that they have to take a breath, right? So, the thing that worked for me, right? I don't have anxiety anymore, but when I did, I really had to go through every single thought process for me to reach the pause. Okay? And it did make me feel like it did make things worse, right? But after crying, even after screaming everything out, and your anxiety levels may have been very, very different than mine, right? But the way that I reached the pause was to finish those thoughts that were giving me the anxiety. It was almost like I had to live through the traumas, right? For me to calm down. You know, when somebody tells you, everything's gonna be okay, that kind of thing, that doesn't help. Or when somebody says, just take a deep breath, calm down, it's either gonna piss us off or it's gonna make things a lot worse. So, the thing that I had, like when I had anxiety, just having someone around, like just around me, helped, right? And of course, everybody's levels are different. How people deal with their anxiety is completely different. How it's triggered is different. But to reach a pause, I don't know about that. And like I said, I feel like the person that wrote this doesn't know very much about anxiety and depression. I'm not saying that I do. I just had it. I had anxiety, and it was, I never got treated. Okay, I never got treated for it. But one thing that I did notice, though, when I had it was my blood sugar levels was off the charts. And I think that was a part of my anxiety lasting a long time. And I was not taking medication for high blood sugar levels. And yeah, I never got my anxiety treated. But when I did start going to the hospital to my primary doctor, and I got put on medications, and I went to a nutritionist, dietitian, they pretty much let me know that that's why, partially why I was having anxiety. And I actually went to see a psychiatrist and everything like that, like a counselor, and those things do help. If you guys are, and I'm not saying that I have all the answers here on the Why Run. I'm not saying that this article is gonna help you or anything. That's why we're kind of breaking things apart in this article. But I would suggest find a counselor in your area and make an appointment. I'm not, everybody promotes better health, right? And better health, if you are listening to this, okay, sponsor your girl. But I would say find professional help. Okay, don't just listen to TikToks and Instagram reels and articles and all of those other things. I would say get professional help. Okay. I did, and I got myself under control. I no longer have anxiety anymore. But I'm just giving you guys a different outlook, a different perspective as to why or how anxiety can stay on a person, as well as depression. Sometimes, our internal health may add to that, right? So I would say go to your doctor, make an appointment, see a psychiatrist or a counselor, figure out something, but get professional help, someone that is licensed. Okay. And we're just talking about it, we're just discussing this. Okay, the next thing that one of the okay, number 8 of the 9 tips is consider therapy. We just said that. It says one of the best and most efficient ways to learn to manage anxiety is to work with a therapist. A therapist can help you find the root of the issue faster and provide more personalized methods to manage anxiety. Yes, do that. It will help. And last, the 9th tip of the 9 tips is prioritize your peace of mind. Ending a relationship with someone whose behavior consistently triggers your anxiety early on can be a wise decision. Seeking a partner who brings you a sense of calm rather than activation is essential for your well-being. And this can be caused by a lot of things, and I'm not trying to add to you guys this anxiety if you guys have this issue, but I was reading, it was a comment, I think it was, but somebody said that this, what's going on with the world as far as like the inflation, high prices in, the rising prices of everything, is actually keeping people in shitty relationships. And I never considered that, but I was like, yes, like I could totally fucking see that. It is so true. And I don't know, like for me, I would love to have all the answers, right? I would love to have answers for everybody when it comes to that, but the easiest thing is, you don't have to stay. You don't have to stay in those shitty relationships. The only thing that I would find troublesome is, your living situation. I'm not going to get too much into it, but I did speak on the Y Run about that. I have been in relationships that were, very abusive, and all of the things that we purchased together or all the things that I bought for myself, I actually ended up leaving at their apartment. And it was supposed to be our apartment, but for me, my happiness is a lot more valuable than material stuff. And let me tell you, I am a materialistic person. I love things, right? I love all the things that I worked hard for, right? But I would never choose things over myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not happy. You know what? Like, keep the desktop computer, keep the TV monitors, keep the couches, keep everything that I worked hard for. I'm out of here. I don't want to be with you no more. And some people, they kind of activate, right? They activate your anxiety by being like, oh, you're not taking anything, everything's mine. I want you to be the strong enough person to be like, okay, I'm out. I would say don't even worry about packing your clothes. Don't even worry about, because if you were able to get all of these things, right, like a TV, a computer, couches, everything to furnish your house, yes, I would say you can afford to purchase yourself new clothes. You know what I'm saying? Because if you were to go into your bedroom to try to gather up all of the things that are yours, they would make it impossible for you to come back in the house and take more stuff. They'll probably lock you out. They'll probably take all your clothes that is precious to you, all the clothes that and that person knows that you look good in. They're gonna torch it. They might throw it out the balcony, or something, or just not let you in the house. And I would say don't even try calling the cops. Don't even try to report anything unless the motherfucker hits you, or I would say just get out of there. And the reason why I'm touching bases on this is because this is about dating. This is about relationships, and nothing is worth more than you if you are being treated like shit. Now, let's go back into easing yourself into a dating, right? So, easing yourself. Let's see. Number 1, be aware of your negative thought patterns before entering a relationship. Okay, and I would say you take accountability, because a lot of people don't. Before getting into a relationship, they actually feel like they're not the problem. Like it's everybody else. It's everybody else that has a problem with them, right? So untrue. Again, number 2, to ease into dating is interrupt negative thought patterns. I would say you're being real with yourself when you do this. Okay? And I don't think it should be entirely ignored, but just keep knowledge of it. I don't want to say interrupt negative thought patterns because you don't want to run away from these things, right? Number 3, show yourself compassion. You are, if you do that, if you're being real with yourself, you are showing yourself not just compassion, but love and self-awareness. Okay. Let's see. Focus on the facts. You're being real. You're being real with yourself. Okay. You're not lying to yourself. Number 5, assess the situation. You're out having a good time, and you've already laid down the rules, and in hours, all what you're gonna spend with this person, no touching, no kissing, just innocent cup of coffee. You're easing into dating, and don't take it out on yourself if the motherfucker does not understand. Okay. Number 6, give yourself reassurance. Everything is gonna be fine. Everything is gonna be okay. And I know in the beginning of this article it says like, you don't want to do or say anything stupid, or shit happens, right? And later on it may be something cute that they may find that you did, that maybe it was a little embarrassing, but maybe it was just, it needed to happen. Something that is for the both of you. It doesn't have to be like that embarrassing, and even if the person was really into you and they made it okay, like, oh, don't be embarrassed about that, like they will make it okay. If they don't do that, and if they keep clowning you and punking you and making fun of you, then that is reassurance to yourself that that person is mean, they're a fucking joke, and there's no understanding. You know what I'm saying? And let them know, and then see what their reaction is. If they're like, oh, you're too fucking sensitive, cancel coffee, bitch. That dude is not the one. That's reassurance. Number 7, pause. Sometimes you don't have time to pause. You don't have time to just see, right? Even though, yes, you are easing into something, right? And I think the pause would come after the hour that you spent with this person, right? After you get back in your car, that's when you can pause. And it says, tell yourself you will handle it when you're more clear-headed. Okay? Because if you feel highly activated, anxious state, it says practice a pause. Okay? After the date, that's your pause. If it happens during your date, excuse yourself, go to the powder room, and you can have your pause, right? And if you feel too anxious, I would say, come out of the powder room and be like, hey, I'm starting to feel anxious. I need to get home. I hope you understand. It was very nice to meet you. And then you can have your pause. I think what people need to realize, or what this person should have put in this article, is that it's okay to like really take a breath, other than just have a breath. Like sometimes it's more than just have a breath. To me, it's like you need to get away. You need to get away. You need to get yourself out of this scenario. You need to get yourself out and away from the public, whether you're starting to feel social anxiety. There's a lot of things, but it's like this article, and I know, I get it. It's just a little snippet, right? It's not a full on session, right? And I'm not a professional. This person that wrote this article is not a professional. Other than her article got picked up by a big time website, right? Another perspective. But I think what people really need to know and what they really need to hear is that it's okay to get away. You're not running away. To me, there's a difference. For you to excuse yourself and be like, hey, like, I gotta go, thank you for the coffee, but I really gotta get going. If the person wants to assist and, like, they're really, wanting to help, they want to make sure that you're good. It's all nice and everything, but I gather that people that have social anxiety, or they're like on the first date and they're really, really unsure about this person, it is okay to say no. It is okay to have a pause from that person. And afterwards, when you've had your pause, that's probably where the embarrassment would come to you and be like, oh my gosh, I just fucked up the whole date. How embarrassing was that? And it's like, I would say that's where number 3 would come in. Show yourself compassion. I would tell you, because sometimes telling yourself doesn't help, but I'm here to tell you, and I'm pretty sure other people would tell you, whether they're professionals or not, it is okay. It is okay. It's going to be okay. Some of us might say it's not a big deal. To you, it may be a big deal because maybe you like this person, but I'm pretty sure they will also tell you that it's okay. And give yourself that. It is okay. And it may feel like the end of the world, but it's not. This is just your first meeting, or your second or your third. And they need to get it. They need to understand you, and they have to respect it. If they don't, then they are not the one. And it's okay. It's okay if they're not the one. All right. Let's see. Number 8, consider therapy. Yes, we talked about it. Do your research. I would try, let's see, these apps where you can actually, like, video chat. I think, like, seeing somebody's face would probably help a lot. Even like a telephone conversation, I think would help you a lot, because it's more immediate. But if you're still unsure, if you're still timid, it's almost like improv, right? Like, you want to write out an email, make sure that you said everything correctly, because again, anxiety comes in many different forms. So if that's the type of anxiety that you have, you want to make sure that you have everything that you need to ask, everything that you're wondering about. Yes, type it out in an email. If you feel confident to a phone call or to an email, then I would, or not email, but video chat, I would say, practice. It's okay to practice. Do not feel ashamed or embarrassed. Okay. Prioritizing your peace of mind. Yes. Learn yourself. Learn to love yourself. Learn your do's and your don'ts, what you can and what you cannot handle, all of those things. And once you feel that confidence, you will have a lot of peace of mind. Okay, so yeah, that's it for this article, man. Yeah, it's just I think this is more for people that I wouldn't say anxiety. I think that's the triggering part. And of course, with these articles, any article you write, it's almost like hashtags or like the most searched words. So it's like, finding love, right? Like, that's kind of like a hashtag. Stress is a hashtag. 9 tips is a hashtag. Let's see, dating and anxiety are, I think, hashtags. So yeah, in my opinion, I don't believe that this is a good article. I think it could have had a lot more to do with it. And I think most of the time articles like these, it raises more questions than getting answers. It's and I get it that some articles make you want to do the thinking, to have your own perspective, to align it with your own, what's going on with you, and things to consider, right? But sometimes people, they want like a straight up answer, like, yo, what are the 9 tips of easing into the dating scene? And this doesn't do it. You know what I'm saying? At least for me. But I'm gonna post a description for you guys. I'm gonna open up this other link. It was written by the same person. And this is an article we're gonna go over tomorrow, so hopefully you guys will be there for it. And I'm gonna put the description, let's see, yeah, I'm gonna put the description in the chat. But yeah, we're pretty much done here. Like this was yeah, I just kind of winged it, only because I thought it was interesting. Okay, there it is in the chat, and hopefully it'll pop up on YouTube or wherever else. But yeah, I hope my perspective helps. And I'm not an expert, okay? I wish I was. If I was, I would expect a lot more people to be like, hey, Adi, you're so right. You saved my relationship. And because of you, I found the true love of my life. And we got married. See, that's the type of shit, right? And I'd be like, hey, yo, you're welcome. But yeah, that is it. And I'd like to thank you guys so much. To everyone that was joining me live on the live stream, thank you all so much. And if you are listening to this on a playback, thank you so much. And don't forget to add, rate, comment, subscribe, follow, and share. And you guys can find the Wine Run Podcast on Spotify, Amazon Music, iTunes, Audible, YouTube Podcast, or YouTube Music, Samsung, and pretty much nearly every place where you guys can listen to podcasts, right? So tomorrow we're gonna get into the second article, and I would say her name, Akanksha, I think. Oh, I love her name. And this author is from Delhi. And yeah, I'm not even gonna attempt her last name. But tomorrow's article that we're gonna go over is called "Are You Sabotaging Your Love Life? 7 Bad Dating Habits to Ditch for a Healthy Relationship." So that's tomorrow's episode. And yeah, I have a lot more Twitter X videos for you guys as well. And oh my god, it's just fucking crazy. But yeah, we're gonna get into those tomorrow, okay? And you guys have a beautiful night. I love you all. And again, don't forget to add, rate, comment, subscribe, follow, and share. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow at 4 o'clock p.m. Arizona Standard Mountain Time. Until then, peace.